Okay, so this is the last of a series of videos that I've produced explaining how I became financially free by the age of 47. It's the last video, but it is important to me as well. So if you've stuck with the videos so far, you'll understand how I've got to this stage. But there is one really important lesson that I spend a lot of time talking to people about. And that's the fact that if something looks too good to be true, you know what? It probably is too good to be true. There are fraudsters out there, there are charlatans out there are scammers out there are people that will take your money, tell you they're going to invest it, and they don't. So there's risks associated with it, and this is a really risky thing. I don't know whether it's to do with lockdown, but over the last couple of years, I've seen an awful lot of fraudulent ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes promoted on Facebook. And one thing that I'm absolutely certain of is if a deal looks too good to be true, you know what, it probably is. You can do well with investments. There are people that have made an awful lot of money, but the reality is there's always a certain degree of risk involved, and there's a certain level of investment before you get the higher returns. So the hallmark that I've seen about the riskiest schemes, the schemes that I believe are genuine pyramid schemes, is that they offer too good a rate of interest. And the ones that I've seen all have the same thing in common. They're offering you something like 3% or 5% a day for a very small investment, $300, for example. Now, if you think about it, I'm an experienced investor. I've got experience across a range of investments. So I've got six-figure investments in funds. Now, those funds at six figures, so you're talking well over £100,000 invested, will on average give me 10 to 15% per year. And then the schemes being promoted that are offering you 3% per day on an investment of 300 quid just doesn't make sense. If it was that easy, everyone would be doing it. So that's my final lesson in the journey to financial freedom. I've seen too many people lose money. If it looks too good to be true, it almost certainly is. Be very careful. Go back to the last point. Make sure you've learned enough to understand whether you're taking a risk, whether someone's going to run off with your money or not. So I'll just summarise the lessons that I learned about financial freedom. The reason I achieved financial freedom by the age of 47 was, first of all, I understood it was a possibility. I had the right mindset. I locked away little sums of money out of my own reach so I couldn't spend it. I've learned to take calculated risks, the level of risk that I'm comfortable with. I've learned the power of education and delegation. And I've also learned that thieves don't always wear a mask and carry a swag bag. So that's it. I started early. I had the benefit of time on my side. I warned you at the start, there's no quick fixes or shortcuts, but it's never too late to start. The same lessons apply. You might have to be more creative about the assets that you invest in, but if you start later, you still can get to the stage where you're being paid a passive income from money that you've invested. That's all. Thank you so much for taking the time to go through these videos. I really hope you've learned something useful. And stick with the channel because I will be doing some more videos on other things that I think are interesting. And it's all about long-term planning and investing. It's all about having the time to do what you want with the people that you love. That's what's important to me. Thank you.